That might have got it. Yep, we're live. Oh, fantastic. Right, just gonna do some monitor checking. Hello? Hello, hello, hello. We heard. I'll up the gain a little bit. Move that back a bit lower a bit. Okay, can you hear me? Yeah, that sounds about right. Hello there, welcome to another season mode and chill. I am, of course, I'm super happy, but I'm really enjoying like streaming, by the way. Like it's a lot of fun, a lot of I I had a quick stream yesterday, and I'm very happy to be streaming some more Forza Horizon 4 because it's a game I love and I am vaguely good at, which is the perfect combination. I'm going to try and get all the season mode stuff done, but it might not be possible. I'm recording something else later in a couple of hours, so I'm around 8:30 or so my time, so around 2.5 hours or so. I'll be probably having to head off, but providing the tasks don't take too long, that'll be fine. If so, then I'll do a follow-up stream tomorrow afternoon around the same time, just to catch everything. Right, great speed. Mini raid, all 4 racing countrymen, kangaroo skill, ultimate skill chain, 4 cross country. That's easy enough. What's that coming over the hill? Is it a delta? Is it a delta? Okay, we've done the monthly rivals, so we don't have to do that this week. We've got 3 challenges, as ever. We've got 3 challenges, 3 seasonal PR stunts. We've got the seasonal playground games. We actually have a showcase remix this week, which will be quite nice. We've got some Halo action, and we have this time we have the mini. So let's find this car. Oh, let's see what's in the shop. It'll be stuff I own. Apart from that, which I wasn't really buying because I like hot hatches and I have like way too many points. Right, okay. Let's move forward. What else do I need to do? I need to actually check if I've got that car. Because if I don't, then I've got to buy it, and that means you get to enjoy the wonderful world of overpriced auctions. Because I'm hoping this isn't like a silly rare car that you're only getting like 1 pre-order or something. Mini X-Ray John Cooper Works. I think that's the one. Oh yeah, I've got 2 of them. Okay, we'll get the new one because we're going to spec that one up. The other one was for a grade challenge I did for a cross country event. And that was really good. Yeah, so let's basically just spec this up as much as possible. Certain cars have more specs than others. That's something you'll notice. Like I've upgraded a bunch of cars, and some of them just don't have it. And so I suppose I should actually slow down and see what things you got. You've got the valves, which are things that make the engine push forward and backward. You've got displacement, which is mostly about durability. It's about the bits and pieces. I'm bad with engines. Turbo is probably more familiar. It takes air and it kind of puts it in a centrifuge and makes it faster. Makes it more potent. Restrictor plate, that is that takes off a restrictor plate that's on a racing car anyway. Restrictor plates are there to reduce the power of an engine artificially to avoid accidents. And the flywheel just spins and it improves the smoothness of acceleration and stuff like that. We've got the brakes, which are the brakes. Anti-roll bars, they stop the car kind of swaying and it gives you a more level kind of driving action. And weight reduction, you just take off, you use lighter parts, you take out bits. Right, front tyre width. Front tyre width is a bit of a mixed blessing. Rear tyre width is far more useful. Rim size, I have never seen any value in it. So, but they do improve traction apparently. So, maybe you ought to try them at some point. And then you can actually swap out the engine for another model. I'm probably going to actually swap out the engine this time for a 7.2 litre V8. Because presumably because this is a racing car, well, X-Raid, X-Games kind of car, it's going to actually have limits in place to... do I actually want an all-wheel drive? Yeah, you want one for cross-country. Yeah, so drivetrain is front-wheel... You either have front-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive, that's which wheels make the car go forward, or all-wheel drive, which makes them all go forward. We'll go for a positive displacement supercharger, because we avoid the infamous turbo lag that you get from standard turbos. And that'll do it. That'll get us a car. And then we'll find some very silly, as is tradition, some very silly pattern to give it. So let's see what the recommended designs are. Because this is often a good barometer of how seriously these cars are taken. So we can have one based on Rizza. What a weird... Yeah, it's not exactly... Right, so we've got Link ECU, UK flag, Hoonigan stuff, can block. Flames. Yo, let's go for that one. Let's go for Link. I was hoping there'd be more silly designs and stuff. You can find them if you start looking, but there is very much a plateau where the quality does go down. Which, I mean, you know, they're made by fans, so obviously that's going to be the case. That's, you know, not to insult them or anything. So, wait, did I get the right... Mini X-Raid All 4 Racing Country... Oh, this isn't the right car then, is it? Yeah. I got the wrong... Wait, never mind. After all that, I kind of got the wrong car. That's a very auspicious start. Right. Oh well, we've got it for cross-country events anyway. Right, so yeah, let's get out of here. I can't believe I did that. Oh mate, you only brought the wrong bloody car. Right, let's skip manufacturers. Let's get straight to Mini. Yeah, this is kind of a big disaster. 2013. Oh, that's it. Oh. We already. Well, here's one we made earlier. Now, how is it set? It looks like it's set to max. It looks like it's maxed out anyway. So we'll make a couple of tweaks. So let's go off-road tires. We'll change the width of the tires. And we'll... Yep, it's got the right engine. Let's add the positive displacements. And... Let's keep the drivetrain the way it is. Because all-wheel drive is good. Well, it's good for a lot of the races we're probably going to race on with this car. Well, I suppose this isn't even a car anymore. Right, so what else are we doing? 3 kangaroo skill. That one is a very easy challenge. Honestly, all we need to do is actually get into some sort of field. So all we have to do is leave Edinburgh. Which is easier said than done. I probably should have changed the design as well. Maybe I'll do that if I ever have to fast travel. I'll do it then.
You have arrived at your destination.
This was a bit weird. I think if I'm correct, I can go to... Oh, whoa! That was way more precarious than it had any right to be. Yeah. Okay, yeah, and we got our daily challenge. I did get all the other dailies, by the way. Yeah, but honestly, a lot of them are just like, get 3 of a skill. They're kind of the thing you can kind of do in 5 minutes, and they usually have like 3-day lead time, so they're meant to like. Yeah, there we go. There's a kangaroo skill. So kangaroo is basically you bounce. It's like a lot of little jumps at once. Oh, sugar. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. There we go. And you'll generally just get it by driving in the countryside some. Oh, you not hit too many hay bales. Hay bales, Christian bales, same difference. No. That could have gone better. Got a surprisingly small amount of kangaroos actually. I think we only have 1 so far. It's weird because I promise you this is an easy challenge, presumably unless you go on camera. Ah, there we go. Creston Hills. So ultimate skill chain. I believe that is just you keep doing skills until like the skill chains are like some of the easiest things you can do. And generally, the easiest way to get them is to kind of drift and go into an area where you can wreck a lot of stuff. So that's a great skill chain. So we just need to keep going, basically. Should get an awesome skill chain soon. Yeah, so these little roads are actually quite good for that, because they usually have like these little barriers that you can kind of use to kind of increase your wreckage skill. And then you can kind of, use that and drifts to kind of keep building up your skill chain. Oh, and that's it. So there you go. That was easy enough. So now we just need to win 4 cross-country series events. That's easy enough. There's one right there.
Meters.
Now the only real tricky part about winning cross-country events is the simple fact that not a lot, because there's lots of different cross countries designed for different levels of like off-road cars. Like there's ones for buggies, there's ones for these like extreme off-road cars, like the X-Raid we had before, the one we were dialing up. But we can use this. That's fine. So we got 1 already. One thing you might have already noticed, kind of obviously, is we're in autumn now. So yeah, we're in another season. There's a lot more rain because it's England. There's more mud, so there's a lot more. There tends to be a lot more off-road themed stuff in autumn. Like summer's kind of your peak for motor racing, just to try and avoid a lot of the rain that kind of comes with it. Although that doesn't usually help. Silverstone's almost always in the wet. Right. I always overshoot that corner. We're on the track, but I don't think it's the same. No, I think I missed it. Oh no! Oh, actually, I think I might have hit that one. Let's rewind anyway. Let's try and get it in a way that means we won't like end sideways. Right, there we go. That's fine. Yeah, definitely through there. Oh shit! Oh, got lucky there. Should have given me a near miss for that. I totally got that checkpoint. So there is one change, a kind of very obvious auditory change. One of the second Forza Season Mode and Chill streams. Pretty much every one of my streams up until the one with Steve and the Bullet one, they've all been copyright claimed on YouTube because YouTube's copyright claim system is quite dogmatic, particularly when it comes to games with a lot of licensed music, particularly licensed classical music, which is an endless frustration since a lot of the music's out of copyright, but a lot of the performances are not. So it's kind of a bit busted like that, which is like fair call. But Twitch actually muted one of my streams, which that's kind of that's a little bit more frustrating. So that's part of the reason why I keep an archive on YouTube. It's basically essentially just to kind of keep enough streams to kind of to keep the streams I'm doing kind of as an archive. I like to kind of see just to kind of see my progression from not even able to make my voice audible to, you know, hopefully some level of competence. I do plan on doing this a bit more. Like, I got some news, kind of some work-related news that, you know, at least for the very early near future, I'm gonna have more, more free time than I expected. So, you know, it's more time for streaming. I'm not in a, precarious position monetarily, so. That's a whistle? I don't remember that skill. And drafting. Right, I think we can win this. So I'll probably be doing a lot more streaming. We're never gonna have a Thursday stream. We're gonna have a weekend stream. It'll probably be a morning stream my time. So it'll be like 6 hours before this, I guess. Like, this is 6, so we'll probably have one around 10 or 11 in the morning. I don't know whether it's going to be Saturday or Sunday yet. That'll probably depend. It'll depend on whether I can get collaborators, get Steve, Shredder Steve back for to kind of join him, because that was really fun. I really enjoyed that stream, and it was a stream where I got a lot. We got to engage with a few people who just apparently enjoy Formula 1, which is nice. Like, it was cool just kind of chilling with people. So I'm hoping to have more of that. I'm going to be working on some like banners and boards and stuff like that, kind of little branding quirks. Not really for monetary things, just to kind of. It's just so I don't have like the generic kind of circle man as my icon. I mean, push comes to shove, I might just replace it with my usual avatar, like my usual avatar designs. What else? So that's something. I'm recording a podcasting tonight, so I'm looking forward to working on that. Part of the reason actually I'm doing this stream now is to kind of practice my voice for it. That's probably going to be the same most Thursdays. So kind of lineup seems to be we're going to have a weekend stream Saturday or Sunday morning, probably Sunday morning. I'm pretty sure I won't be busy Sunday like 11 o'clock AM. Pretty standard time. Greenwich Mean Time, whatever. I will be doing a stream on Tuesday, probably. Either Monday or Tuesday, probably Tuesday. Then I will have the Forza Horizon and Chill stream on Thursdays and a follow-up on Fridays. So that'll be my kind of standard streaming arrangement, if that, and it's just kind of, it's going to be one of those things, like, it's going to be an incremental process. There's going to be, there has been plenty of mistakes, but there's been plenty of learning experiences and plenty of enjoyable stuff on the way as well. I kind of got so distracted talking. I was meant to actually go to a cross-country event, wasn't I? So we will do that. There is one down the road, I believe, near the castle. So that's something I'm kind of looking forward to. I suppose the other thing as well is I found out about Clone Hero mostly through like Frosted and Jason Paradise, particularly Jason Paradise. So I've been kind of messing around with that, and that because Guitar Hero is a game I absolutely adore. It's a game I played. It's not going to surprise you that I played a lot of Guitar Hero when I was in college and uni. I only really stopped because I didn't actually bring my kit along, and obviously the games kind of stopped as well, which is a bit of a shame. The game the last main kind of Guitar Hero type game was Rock Band 4, and that did very, very badly. Mostly for money reasons. I think the problem is I can't remember who summed it up. I want to say it was like GameSpot or something. They summed it up as well, now I'm being Kotaku actually. Guitar Hero is the game everyone needs. It's a game, it's a game everyone needs, but the problem is you only need it once. And they were like, this is, eventually got to a point where you had like so many full band kits for so many different games, and it was getting ridiculous. Like, there was so many stock keeping units, it must have been wild to keep track of. But anyway, we won't get into that. That's probably something for an essay I'm probably going to write about the fall of the rhythm game. But I like rhythm games. I might do some like little test streams. My only worry, of course, is copyright. Again, not so much for claims, because claims don't really matter to me. Because I'm not making I'm not making money off this channel. I don't intend to for at least a while. It's unlikely. It's unlikely I'll probably ever make money off it, so I don't really care about that. And yeah, so I might still give it a go anyway, just because I want to play. I want to see, and I want to play it. I just want to kind of have a bit of a chill, kind of enjoy it, see what kind of what kind of see if I play, see if I can kind of build my skills up as well. Because my kind of goal, I think, at this point, because I kind of set myself a lot of goals during lockdown. One is to kind of improve my body, which is actually happening. Like I have like I've had like 2 knee injuries in the past, and like since then they've kind of injuries like that kind of take both a mental and a physical toll, and kind of one kind of had an effect on the other. Oh, careful. But like I've been doing like exercise every day, quite a bit of exercise every day, and it's really helped. Like I feel more energized. I feel really a lot more positive. Like kind of funnily enough, exercise is probably the reason I'm kind of doing a lot of streams now. Like kind of building up that kind of self-confidence, self-image, and yeah. So that's one thing. The other thing is I kind of want to build up my skills at Guitar Hero, Clone Hero, I guess. So I can play. Like I'm kind of I'm good enough to beat most songs on hard, but can't really. I'm not that great on expert, so I kind of want to build it up so I can beat songs on expert difficulty, and ideally start getting kind of getting myself onto that upper that kind of extra echelon. Gonna keep. I'm obviously going to be doing more streaming. That's going to be part of it. And kind of building up my skills, building up my confidence, talking. Trying to avoid as many and yeah, just it's. And I recently just got a synthesizer delivered to me, a Korg Nano Key 2. So I'm probably going to play around with music synthesizer stuff. But nothing big, nothing. I don't intend to actually make music, but I do kind of want to play around with it, especially since I think I do actually have a music making software. I think I have Magic's Music Studio, so I'll play around with that, see what samples I've got, make stuff I kind of now. So that'll be quite fun anyway. To be honest, I partly got it so perhaps I can map it to like rhythm games and stuff. So I have essentially a 25 button controller. That will take a bit more work than I expected, because obviously it's a MIDI controller, so it's designed to feed MIDI inputs and not actually. It doesn't have actual proper button inputs, so I've got to work on that. But that's a project. That's a project anyway. Whoa.
Turn right.
Got a couple more races. I think 2 more. Yeah, I've got 2 more races, and then this bit's done, and then we'll probably do. Well, we'll see where we physically are on the map. But we'll probably do a. Oh no!
In 200 meters, turn sharp right.
That's the price you. That's the price you pay for not paying attention, giving people your life story, like. But no, I've got more of a positive mental attitude on things. Like I kind of avoided streaming for a long time because you see a lot of pitfalls from streamers where they'll do stuff, they'll say stuff, that kind of isn't easy that dishonest themselves or reveal something they probably shouldn't have revealed, which I know are like 2 paradoxical things. Like, but they'll reveal something that kind of starts putting them in a negative feedback loop, and then they'll react badly to it, which kind of accentuates the problem. You know, like, but I've seen, but it kind of helps. I started seeing a lot more positive streams and like streamers who are a lot better with this, and so you know, it kind of makes you feel like, yeah, actually, you know, there's certainly potential here. I'm probably going to tweak my setup as well at some point. I'm tempted to get a webcam, but I'm not sure about that yet. That's I'm probably going to like work on some like non-camera based overlays for now. Not for any like privacy reason, just because really I'm not really. Yeah, I don't think my face. I'm not sure if my face on the screen is necessarily going to be a benefit, but you know, you never know. You know, you never know with these sort of things, and you know, maybe it'll. Well, we've done this track. Yeah, well, let's not do this one again. Sorry about that. I didn't actually realise. So let's make sure we don't get the one we've already done, and let's do what I promised before, because I actually forgot. Well, I didn't forget. I just kind of everything linked into itself a lot more elegantly than I expected. Which, wow, probably the most poetic thing I'll say on this stream. And so therefore, like, I've not actually had a chance to go back home to one of the many homes you have in this game. You can become a proper land baron in this game, so I swear to God. Right, so let's find another design anyway, because we did the usual trope of having the stupid anime thing from something I don't really understand. Love Live, I'm guessing, is an anime or some kind of mobile game. A lot of these are mobile games, from what I can tell. It's like Girls Frontline or what's the other ones? Okay, we've got an M&M. Get Matrix. So. Monster Kid. I think we have a winner. Monster. We definitely have a winner there. Okay. Let's rumble. Let's rumble to the very last event. Pop on. Oh, actually, it's a circuit. Can we get a? Yeah, let's go for that one. Otherwise, tell me to turn around. I literally need to go this way. Literally, there is no other way forward. Right, because the other way in the lake house just takes you down the river. Oh, there. Yeah. There is one consequence of adding anti-roll bars to a cross-country vehicle, and that is that you are surprisingly unstable. That's Monster Energy Mixed, I think. It probably has another name in America, but I know it's mixed. Let's hop up here. Oh, careful, careful. Not careful enough. Here. Oh, high cliff. High cliff, your songs aren't very good. Alright. Oh damn, we can't do this one. That one's for what you'd think is the exact same type of car as the one I have, but apparently not. Right, let's see if we can do this one then. I'll spare you the travel.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Straight away, Anna, like, come on, at least give me a chance to move before you complain at me. Like, just shut up. I should say I hate sat-navs as much in real life as I do in this game, for pretty much the same reason. I find that I don't think they're
at your destination.
They're very. Oh, for God's sake, this is Bucky's. They're not very warm and accommodating. Let's just say. Is there a near... No. Funnily enough, I think this is the closest place to the... Right, so we'll try this one. If we can't get it, then we'll just make an event where we can.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
I'm literally going as the crow flies. Shut up, Anna! Just shut up! There we go. I think you can just tell her to shut up.
Okay, David. I have disabled head-to-head for you. In 400 meters, turn left.
Oh, that's close. Seven. Oh, careful. Careful. Go here, Vale. Oh. You know what? Let's just make an event. Stream off-road, open this course, go. Let me drive this. We've got a monster kitty. Yeah. So, but yeah, like I'm like I suppose the main thing to kind of chat about is this is just I really enjoy streaming, right? Even though like it says I have one viewer, but I suspect that might be me, kind of my monitor and stuff. So, but like it's just nice. It's a nice way to play it. No wonder like a lot of games are like pivoting towards like a lot of like content creators pivot towards streaming or do streaming as an extra thing. I'm probably gonna do the same. Like, and I'm probably not gonna do. I probably won't do like huge sessions of streaming. Like it won't be like, because I know some people who do it as like a essentially a full-time job, like 8 to 10 hours or whatever. I'd probably never like, even if I got paid a good like bit of money to do that, I probably never would. Because at some point like your quality, like such as it is already with me, like it's not so much quality as energy. I think that matters. Like, because a lot of times it's more about kind of that personal engagement and things like that. And the more you do this, the more stuff rankles. I think people. And like, at least that's what I've noticed with streamers who do play for long periods of time. Although admittedly they are, I've probably not seen that many good examples. There will be people who are just so lovely and just so able to kind of hold on to it that kind of that they can kind of maintain a really positive mindset despite being despite playing for like hours at a time, like significant hours at a time. Like I've not done a stream. I think I've done like one stream that was 3 hours long, and that's like the longest I've done. I'll have to check my clips. Yeah, let's do that again. Right. So just okay. Just keep like that, and there we go. Yeah. The problem there is, of course, this game obviously has realistic physics, and one of the things that's kind of paradoxical to a lot of games like this is getting big air actually slows you down, because obviously your wheels are not on the track or the road or whatever, the surface or whatever. You can't move forward. You can't drive with them. You're just kind of at the mercy of the sky. So you have to like make sure that you're not you got to make sure you're actually getting benefit if you do a jump. Like there's certain tracks you'll definitely see that on. Right. So there we go. We got. So that should be the final thing of the mini challenge, which is excellent. It should be. Let's check the playlist. Oh, well, that's only the third. Okay. Okay, we've got one more then. Should we do the Titan? Should we really? Should we? Let's try the windmill. Everyone likes a good windmill. That's why I still have my long hair.
Turn right. In 400 meters, turn left. 400 meters, turn left.
Oh god, okay,
Recalculating route.
yeah, I mean, I suppose maybe the examples, I probably saw some probably negative examples of streamers that did play a long time, and the problem you sometimes get is that it's easy to create a negative feel out with pretty much any content creator, but especially streaming because it's live, so you don't have that, so you don't have the ability to edit yourself terribly well. You know, you're speaking, you're talking kind of essentially your streamer consciousness or whatever. And you know, often it's obvious if you're having to contemplate kind of different questions. But I mean, it's and sometimes what happens when that happens, like which I get, is you'll say something wrong, like not wrong as in mistaken, but wrong as in like you've said something really bad, like you really weren't meant to, or you did something bad that you really didn't mean to because you're working on instinct or whatever, like, you know, and that often gets brought up, but oftentimes what I've noticed and what, you know, other people kind of advise in situations other than shit streaming is, you know, you're known as much for your action as for your reaction as your action. So you can make a mistake, but if you react in the right way, if you do something positive as a result, if you know, like say something really really bad, and you can make amends, you can apologise, you can sort everything out. But that could have gone better. You can work stuff out, and what I've noticed is it's essentially it's feedback loops. You got negative loops, you got positive loops. Oh no! Payson, no! Payson's not real. He's just a drivatar assuming his body. No. Sorry, completely got lost track there. Sugar, he's gonna beat me. I think I'm damaged. I think that's not the problem. So I do have damage on with cross-country events, particularly because you jump a lot. There are certain events actually where you will very much struggle to beat them with simulation on, because the drivatars don't have simulation damage, but you do. That's something that took me a long time to notice. And I only noticed because there were races I simply could not win. Like I would, I'd take like a big drop and then I'd crash land, and I'd be like, wait, I can't move. Like, there we go. That's a bit better. Right, so so what was I saying? Yeah. So yeah, there's loops. There's positive loops and negative loops. A lot of people, because we're human, you know, people, you know, tend to fixate on the negative. I do, and that's something I'm actively trying to avoid. We're often, particularly creative types, we're our own worst enemy, we're our own worst critic, and so we'll feed into that, and that negative stuff we feed on because it essentially it's confirming what we. Oh, that was close. It's confirming what we to some degree we already think, which we shouldn't. Like, it's, you know, a negative belief, a negative state of mind is not a truthful state of mind. That's something that needs to be kept in mind. But like, and this is something you can take beyond streaming. You can take it to like everyday life and stuff. And it's really like I'm trying to, like, this is coming from a position of someone at least trying this. I am not by any means. I probably can't say much when it comes to you know, my attempts and failures to not let negative stuff get to you, because it gets to everyone. You can't sometimes you can't help it. Right, so we completed that. We're gonna go. Let's go for some Halo related. And so, like, you can either so you can essentially you have a choice with things like this. You can either, you know,
In 100 meters, turn right.
you can either you know, embrace your kind of, you can either kind of fall into into these negative traits. You can go back around. You can either, you know, kind of feed into that negativity, get angrier that you know, get angry with it. Hell, sometimes even just agreeing with it and things like that. Like, you know, not really listening to it, but just kind of, but going like, yeah, I do stuff, don't I? Like, that's not, like, and that's the thing that, you know, that's equally as like toxic and damaging as, like, you know, being aggressive about when people, you know, when people say shit stuff, because people are going to say shit stuff. It's the internet. You know, it happens. But the key to it is seeing the wood from the trees, like seeing people in good faith, with, you know, good faith advice for kind of how to help and things like that, and people who are trying to kind of get a rise. So yeah, so there is a bonus. Like there's a bunch of levels called Showcase. I think we showed one last week. This week, this is the one that was, I think, meant to hype Halo 5. I want to say. But I mean, it's Microsoft, so to be honest, they put Master Chief in fucking everything. I think there might have been a Forza Horizon demo which actually used this showcase.
Cortana, do you read me?
And it's kind of fun, like driving the Warthog in this game. It's not the best extreme off-road. Like, you may have seen it as well, actually, when we were on the Forzathon challenge. But
Kilo Actual, I'll scan for a new LZ. Chief, got it. Get us out of here.
Cortana, what is this place?
Hey, keep your head down. There's 2 of us in here now. I don't know. Looks like a fortification of some kind, but it hasn't been used in centuries.
Right, okay. So that's kind of distracting. But you have a choice. You can kind of embrace that negativity and kind of feed from it, or you can kind of, rather than do that, rather than kind of go after negative behaviour, try and focus on positive behaviour. And I've noticed, like, streams that do really well tend to be ones that encourage positivity rather than aggressively punish negativity. You know, like I compare someone who's kind of infamous for like banning people on like a hair trigger, and like they you know. And like to the point where I think it became part of their like stream identity, like it was like aggressive negativity banning and basically trolls kind of coming in alt accounts and stuff like that. I compare it to another one where someone was kind of being way more shit than they were meant to be. They were spamming, they were doing negative behaviours, and like all they said, they mentioned one thing which was something like, you know,
I'm sending you coordinates for LZ.
I'm afraid we're gonna have to ban that guy. You know, we gotta, you know, let's chill. And then they had a chill stream, and everyone else was really positive. And he kind of, the negative, like, oh, we gotta ban this guy, was buried within like 5 positive messages and like, you know, thank you for subs and things like that. It seemed really. Yeah, I mean, obviously, given it, you know, it's a stream, you can never be sure exactly how genuine a particular thing is, but it seemed really positive and genuine to me.
Not a natural formation.
For God's sake, Cortana. Oh. Yeah. Cortana does say some dumb stuff in this game. I know it's kind of, but I suppose it's meant to be like a Ryan joke.
Kilo Actual.
Wait, was there a Banshee in there? It's kind of crazy.
Loud and clear, Cortana.
Oh yeah, congratulations for the PC version of Master Chief Collection finally has Halo 2. You know, I need to play again. Like I beat 1, I beat 3. I've only played like a few minutes of 4, and I'm not beat. I got quite far into 2, but I never beat it. I got to like, I think I got to like 1 level on Earth, and I just could never do it. But that was on like the Windows Vista version, which was a bit janky, for want of a better term. Oh, hello, new viewer. I have a shiny 2.
15 seconds, Chief.
So
10, 9, 8.
I just said this clock doesn't really mean anything.
6, 5, 4.
You can be as
3,
fast or slow as you want to
2,
be.
1. We're not gonna make it. Pilot, this would be a very good time to leave.
Come on. Yeah. No matter what time you get on that one, you always pass it. Like it's kind of a bit of a trick like that. Okay, there we go. I was thinking like, oh, is it not going to give me my super wheel spin? That'd be really shitty if it did that. Oh, I want that monotone trilby. Could you imagine that on Master Chief's head? That'd be fantastic. Oh man, I'm trying to think what the most ridiculous like Master Chief inclusion is. Probably it wasn't Master Chief, it was another Spartan. Oh shit, and I can't remember her name. It was from Dead or Alive 4. Because it was an Xbox 360 exclusive, they had a Spartan as one of the fighters. Essentially someone in Master Chief's armor. It was kind of wild. I mean, their I thought was pretty wild anyway. Right, so S1 ranked. S1. Okay, that's quite cool. S1 ranked rally cars. I should have something that qualifies already. You know what? We'll give it a risk. We'll see. We should have. I'm pretty sure we have something. No. The Curse of Darkness! Good grief. I really can't see anything. No, there must be street lights on this road. Oh, there's the road! Okay. Goddamn country lanes! We need lights down. There we go. Wow. That was quite cool in its darkness. Yeah, so as usual, let's just keep driving around until we get to something cool. Oh, careful. I'd be happy if I've actually set up my Fat Metro to be S1 to be maxed out in S1. I'm sure I've got something maxed out S1, but I don't know what it is. Of that era, because I have quite a few rally cars. Because I'm a fan of Group B. I'm a fan of WRC. I'm a fan of like those kind of eras of rallying. Hopefully we'll find a game as well, because as with last week, sometimes finding the game is half the battle, and also finding a game that people don't drop out of. Right, so okay, matchmaking time. It's going to either take like 5 seconds or 5 years, so bear with me if you will. But yeah, I suppose I can kind of finish my spiel while waiting for this to start. But essentially, you kind of have a choice in a lot of situations, and I'm not trying to say like if you end up like kind of taking a lot of negative stuff, like that's not your fault. Like there's so much. Like it's easy to kind of get kind of wrapped up in negativity. Ooh. Forza RS200. Oh, I like that. Civic Coupe. I don't think that's yeah, it's not set up properly. This could be a rally event. Right. Do we want? I think we want a Fat Metro. I think we're gonna go for a Fat Metro. Which I've got set up for. Yeah, you can tell my love for Group B. I've got this. I've got the RS200. I've got the Quattro. All in like 84 to 85, 86 spec. I think it's 86 spec. I think this is 86 spec. The RS200 has to be because it was only in 86. Alright, let's go for this. Alright, A lot of 200s. Hoonigan, I think there's at least one Hoonigan there. Which, I thought the Hoonigan was S2 to begin with, so that's interesting. It might just be Black Carbon Fiber Body Rally Spec. I'm kind of glad I didn't pick an RS200. Oh no, it is a Hoonigan, I knew I was right. So yeah, so we have the Turbo Forza edition, that was the one we saw as well, the blue and red car. You know, Forza edition cars have stat bonuses, for want of a better term. You get like bonuses for different skills, different point skills. But generally you can make any car have bonuses like that though, so it's not like a huge benefit, but they are quite, often they're very cool looking, and some of them are really well tuned. Like I've got a Nissan, like a Nissan GTR 895, I want to say. Let's go for this. Right, so let's hopefully we'll boss this like we did last time. I'm excited about this. Although the Metro is a bit more finicky than expected. Oh, Lazy Bones, no! Lazy Bones, you've doomed us all. Oh, at least he apologised. Right, let's go through. Yeah. Oh, apparently I did a challenge as well, but I can't really check that right now. We seem to have quite a good team actually, so that's quite cool. That's a bit rare actually. So we got, generally you can win. Right, we're gonna have to rewind. Just gonna put, I'm gonna put me dead last. This is something I managed to avoid last time, but is kind of something that happens a lot in the trial. Like you'll very easily miss one checkpoint and then you have to rewind, and rewinding puts you almost certainly last because you're up against unbeatable AI. But you know, we got another couple of laps. Oh, which I didn't realise it was a circuit. But you know, they are in my sights, and there is the possibility that we can win this. Oh yeah, we only need. Oh, we're winning. There we go. Oh fuck! Oh, I've done it again. Ah! Arg and other expletives. Oh. We're miles behind. If we somehow catch up, I will be amazed, but I don't see it happening. Not a multiplayer. Like I don't think there's rubber banding at all anyway, but there's definitely no rubber banding in multiplayer mode. I think unless everyone's doing badly. Careful. So we've got a bit of a precarious lead so far, which we've just lost because someone else has missed a checkpoint. Tactical scratch. Right. Oh. Alright. Shit. Oh, we get muted. There we go. So yeah, we're going to be last in this. But on the plus side, oh no, have we lost a player? Oh god, not again. Yeah, I think the thing is, once you start like missing checkpoints, then you will continue to miss checkpoints. We've lost a player. Oh, someone's dropped out. Oh, someone good I think's dropped out. Oh, that was in trouble. But. 1:50. We're still doing okay, and I can't actually make. I think we're as long as no one else kind of messes it up. Oh, fuck off! Oh, this is frustrating. Don't worry, we'll get him next race. Like, yeah. I do hate that though. It's one of those things you get a lot in multiplayer games. Like you'll slip up and then you'll kind of keep slipping up. I suppose it's the feedback loop I was talking about before, but I suppose applied to games. Yeah, I got dropped out there, but because someone else actually dropped out, we're doing okay. I know I can drive better, so I'm stuck at staying in. And we only have to win one more race out of the next two, so we should be able to do at least one of them. But I mean, you can apply the kind of idea of, do you want a positive loop or a negative loop? it's not all you don't always have as much control of it as I'm kind of implying. I kind of feel bad for that. Like I'm not trying to be like a self-help coach, but it's like everything is your fault. That's absolutely not what it is. But you do have some level of control over your reactions to things, at least your long-term reactions to things. Like even if you say something in the heat of the moment, like which can happen, I do get that. You can control, like once you have a chance to think about it and kind of unwind. Once you're out of the bad situation, you can kind of reflect, and it's in that reflection is what I mean, really. That you can kind of choose either a positive or negative result. Oh, god damn it, not again. Right. I'm kind of being a bit of a drag here, but they're all in sight, and there is the potential to catch up. There's always the potential to catch up. Okay, maybe not now, but I think I'm a bit too far gone at this point. But if we still win this race, then we'll do well in the race. That doesn't matter. Otherwise, we'll really try on the last race. I think I might have picked the wrong car for this as well. Like I don't think I've spec'd this car properly for these particular races. Like I'm losing control a lot more than I would in, say, my RS200 or the Quattro. Oh! We're not last! Me and Amber Puppy, we got a bit of a race going on. Like, I came last time, she came last the other time. And we are kind of catching up. Sorry. I probably should like change my chat things to like sorry, my apologies, and sorry again. Because you can get like a lowdown. You can unlock more by doing influence points and stuff. There'll usually be ones built around certain tasks. So like there'll be ones about nice drifting. There'll be ones for like bloody hell. Oh. Yeah, well, okay, we're doing badly. Yeah. Oh. Right, so this is okay, so this next one really matters. Alright. Oh. They're probably there like, who is this clown that's still with us? Like, why didn't you have the good decency to drop out? Mostly because that wouldn't have really helped. Oh god, yeah. So yeah, I mean, there will be certain things that'll probably still be. We talked about content claiming anyway. Well, this will probably still be content claim because of this. You can't really do anything about this. Like you can't really, other than just turning the music off. I guess I suppose I could have done that, but I kind of wanted to keep the. I think if it's far enough in the background, you can't really notice it. It's all right. I mean, to be honest, I could argue it's fair use, but we'll leave the legal wrangling for another time. But yeah, negative, positive behaviours. I'm trying to be more positive. That's one of the things I want to kind of do while I'm in lockdown. And so, like, because it's easy to let stuff get you down, and I kind of want to be a better person leaving lockdown than I came in. Like, I don't like people who are like, oh, if you haven't learned a skill or done anything, then it wasn't like you lack time, it's like you lack this one. That's terrible. Like, you shouldn't be chopping people down like that. Like, you should be, people have plenty of reasons to, like, this is a traumatic time, like, and like it is fine to be traumatized, and we all are to different degrees, and we all react differently to it. And I think this is my reaction to it. Is like an attempt to get control and make a negative into a positive. Like I think that's just how I am. Like I'm just attempt to find the positive side of things. Oh, we're not gonna make it. Yeah, we got one good really. Oh, you know what? Yeah, we're dropping out. Hopefully they can unlock something. We're going to try that again. With a lot less failure, hopefully. Because a lack of failure would be pleasant. Right, so let's hopefully it should just let us go into another one. Oh, for God's sake, I hate when it does this. Sometimes it will like I don't know whether it's a glitch or whether it's like an attempt to stop you from to stop you from just dropping out and dropping back in. But like sometimes it just won't like you'll select it from the Forza menu and it just won't like actually put you in a race. But like if you actually drive to where the track is on the map, then it will.
100 meters.
So I'm chucking it down to a glitch.
Turn right.
Because the game doesn't really. Because if it wasn't, then the game would say something like, "You have been blocked from entering another fight for like a countdown or something." You know, like if you want to like discourage like I suppose that's we talked about kind of positive and negative behaviors. That's something I suppose you're encouraging and discouraging like loops. You can apply it to a lot of things. You can apply it to gameplay, like even like there's certain games which apply very negative feedback loops, and I would actually say Forza Playgrounds is one of them. Like it's if you do badly and people drop out, then you're going to do even worse because you don't have the people to kind of stem the bleeding, basically. Yeah, but yeah, I want to kind of be a better person leaving like lockdown and quarantine and things like that. It's not self-quarantine because I'm pretty sure I don't have COVID-19.
Recalculating.
But like I want to leave lockdown a better person than when I entered, and like I already feel like I already feel like I am doing a bit better. Like I'm eating slightly better. I'm still not eating great, but but I definitely feel a lot more energetic. My knees, which used to hurt all the time doing pretty much anything, they're feeling a lot better. They only ache after a lot of exercise, and arguably that's probably a good thing. Like exercise to a degree is about destruction and rebirth. Like
you have arrived at your destination.
You break your muscles down and then kind of rebuild them. We're not going to drive this car, by the way. We're going to go in the RS200 because the RS200 is way better suited for these tracks. And I've got it. I've got a setup that's better. Like so, rather than the Fat Metro. Hey, look at this car. Apparently, Williams, the F1 team, made this, and it's just the most bizarre like car ever. I mean, it's got a look. I mean, look at the wing. Like it's just it amazes me. The Fat Metro it used to be called. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I brought out some like ridiculously old car last time I was on this as well. On the last season mode and chill. So yeah, well no. There we go. Fine, we're fine. So we'll see how the maybe this will become a running thing. I'll bring in an obscure and very bad car. Yeah, so got about an hour, caught an hour and a half left or so. If we can do this, then I'll be happy. We'll try not to have too many attempts at this. We'll try and be a little bit better about it. Okay, we're not going to go for the. I was tempted by the T16, but we'll, which is the other famous like racing car. I actually had a matchbox of. Actually, I had a matchbox of this, and I had a matchbox of the T16 Peugeot 205 GTI. So like one of the greatest hot hatchbacks ever. From like the era of the hot hatch. Yeah, sensational car, really. Z across. But yeah, like it's better. I'm trying to improve. I am trying to improve myself, but I'm trying to go about it a better way than I used to. I used to be one of those where like I'll set myself hard targets and deadlines, and the second I break them, it's like, oh well, I may as well stop bothering them. Like, and that's a very unhealthy way of doing anything. Like, and that's very much an example of the negative loop. Like, it's like, oh, I can't do it yet. Like, I can't do it yet, therefore I fail. It should be like, no, how far have you got towards it? And like, a lot of us, we're quite bad at seeing how much progress we've made, and that's kind of, and I'm very openly admitting that I'm one of them. Like, and sometimes you just you don't notice until you get there. Like, it's one of those things. It's like when you're, I suppose a good example is if you're revising for like a test or something, like an exam, or you're like, oh god, what, I don't know anything, and then like you won't realise how much you know until like it all kind of clicks. Oh wow, that's some crazy lag. But yeah, this is a much better choice. This is a much better car. Yeah, I really like the RS200. It has a very tragic backstory, and I mean that in the most extreme sense of the word. Basically, I'm gonna have to talk about Group B Rally, aren't I? Group B was, to quote Wikipedia describes it as, Group B Rally was set up in the 1982, I believe. And basically, it was like an attempt to sex up rally, for want of a better term. Like it, originally you had like Group 1 to 6, and then that was replaced with Group A to G, I believe. And so Group A is stock cars, not NASCAR stock cars, but more like NASCAR strictly stock, I guess. There were cars that had to be. You had to have pretty much the exact configuration, and you had to make 5,000 versions of that car. And Rally Group A was very, more successful for a time. But Group B was meant to kind of like really bring in like more manufacturers, because it was meant to be like, I can't remember what they called it. I think it was called Extreme Modified or something like that. And so basically, what you only had to make 50 examples of any given car. And 50 is like nothing given. Like basically, if you make, you can literally do it as an expensive one-off, as like you keep most of them for yourself, and then like release the rest as like prize cards or giveaways, or exceptionally rare, like only a few of these are going to exist in the world. And that's kind of how the RS200 was envisioned. You got a lot of great cars from that period. You got the Delta S4. No, the S4. Sorry, the 037. I got the wrong answer. You got the short wheelbase Quattro, which is really good. You got Peugeot 205 T16. That was really, really good. There was a Porsche. What did I say? 961, 962 maybe. I think it was a Porsche 962 Rally, which was like a short wheelbase car. You had the Renault 5 Turbo, which was like probably the nicest version of the Renault 5. You had, and you even had the Metro GR4, so the car we were driving before, the Fat Metro as I call it, kind of crazy. I believe there was even a Ferrari, but I can't remember exactly what Ferrari it was. It might have been a 388, no, like a 388, and this would have been an 80s, like, it was 3 something. Anyway, there we go, that's round 1. That was a lot better. Yeah, so, and it kind of, initially they thought, well, what we're going to do, we're going to have an engine size limit, and it will generally generate around 300 horsepower. The problem was, there was, what am I even saying? The problem was they had that turbocharged engines kind of started becoming very popular around that time. And turbocharging turned what would have been a 300 horsepower car into by the end, around a 700 to 800 horsepower car with the same engine displacement. And, they were quite small cars. So essentially what you had was you had a car at the size of like a regular family hatchback with a Ferrari, essentially a Formula 1 engine in it. And like Formula 1 was even worse for this. Like you had like that 1,000, like 1,400 horsepower grenade engines at that point. Like engines that could do one lap. They were like qualifying tires and stuff like that. It was just like, it was designed for one hot lap and one hot lap only. Absolute madness, absolute madness. And it went alright for a while, but the speeds were getting kind of more and more dangerous. And then the RS200 came in, which was a bit half-cooked. So like, they rushed it to release. So like, it looks spectacular, but like, let's see if I can show you the inside. Well, you can't really see actually on this mode, but it's very workmanlike. That's not the right term. It's a work in progress. I think that's what I mean. What are you guys doing? Yeah, it was very much a work in progress kind of car. Oh shit! And as a result, it had some quite bad accidents. One, I believe, like basically ended a driver's career. One led to a driver careening off a cliff in Corsica and exploding. In fact, well, that's what we believe happened. We don't actually know because we found the remains, but we never actually. But because rally is the way it is, it's like across like large swaths of track, and this is before the age of like GoPros and advanced satellite filming and stuff like that. Nobody knows what happened. Like, we just know there was a horrible accident, and yeah, like it killed like a really famous driver's co-driver. The most horrifying incident is I can't remember exactly where this was, but a Ford RS200 drove into a wall of spectators, killing 3 and injuring like well over 50. And at that point, that's when the FIA stepped in, because like racing is dangerous. Like, it's inherently dangerous. Like, because you're driving really, really fast cars that are meant to go to like the ragged edge of oh come on, oh what the no! Oh, bollocks! Oh, that's gone so well, and I used to cock it all up. But, nice to plant, like, naturally the line is probably drawn when they stop injuring. It doesn't just injure, you don't just injure cars, you don't just injure drivers, you injure spectators. Like, drivers know the risk when they go into a race. Like, they know that what they're doing isn't necessarily the safest endeavour on earth. However, sorry, I had to take a sip there. However, a spectator, like, you don't expect like you don't expect a spectator like to die like if you go to a race. Like, that's horrifying. And obviously people were comparing it to some really horrifying accidents that kind of happened in the 50s. Like, Le Mans is probably the most famous one. The one car essentially crashed into another, flew into the spectators, and can kill, I think, 50 people. Like, it was horrifying. Like, racing was banned in certain countries for 30 years as a result. Like, Switzerland, I don't think it's ever lifted the ban on racing. I don't think it has. Now, so it's like serious business, and they decided at that point they need to slow the cars down. They eventually did. And like essentially what they did was they just pulled the Group B project in its entirety. Like, so there was no more Group B cars, no more like extreme racing. Everything moved on to Group A. Everything, all the kind of rally engines moved on to Group A, and then later World Rally Car, and then later WRC. I think it's the WRC spec. World Rally Championship. Did they move to Super 2000? I don't think they did. Like, eventually they became a lot more specification series, like specifications that became famous. So Super 2000 probably is famous in touring car circles because that was the race type that was used for many years in the World Touring Car Championship and the British Touring Car Championship for that matter. Be careful. We're just about ahead. Right. Not the shit again. Oh fuck you! You know what? I'm gonna let the timer run out because then I know for a fact I'm not gonna. Because the problem you can sometimes get is that you miss a checkpoint and then when you try to you rewind to try and correct it, you just end up missing it repeatedly, and that actually will cost you more time than just taking the 3-second rewards. Like, because obviously you're already very far behind if you miss a checkpoint, so I suppose it's a very very suitable punishment. But I'm not gonna catch up to this. Oh, I'm hoping. Oh, it's all about the RVR Flash 7909. He is the resistance, or maybe a McAllen VXY who looks like he's quite close. Oh no, they're red. Sorry, Nuxie 1 then. Yeah, because I'm not going to catch up to anyone. Oh! Wait, how? How did that happen? Someone must have reset. Oh, come on! That was bollocks. That was absolute horseshit. Oh, we're gonna have to do this again. Oh, that's annoying. That's really quite frustrating because up until the end, that looked like we were going somewhere. Oh. That's annoying. Right, so we got to do that again because we're not going to get because you got to win it in order to get the bonus. Ah, fuck yeah! That's so annoying. Right at the end as well. Like we didn't do really well, but like the team was doing really well. Well, hopefully it'll actually let me go into the trial straight away, rather than making me drive all the way back. Oh god, that would look weird. Crazy suspension travel there. Let's try that again. Oh no, it is glitched. Okay. That's so that's so dumb. Why you do this to me? Right, where is the trial? Looking for a lion. Ah, good. Thank heavens, it's right next to a home. And I am going the wrong way. There it is. Dead ahead. What's that coming over the hill? Is it a rally car? Is it a rally car? Ah, no. Ting tang wallow bin man. But yeah, so that was a potted history of Group B over a failed run of the trial. It's a wild story. Probably one of the wildest in racing, honestly. Like in terms of like a whole category, I think I can think of individual like cars that were probably crazier, and obviously there's kind of the tragedies you see in other fields. Like I think a comparable equivalent would be it would be 1994 and Formula One, where a lot of ill thought out changes to try and keep competitiveness ended up leading to the death of one of the greatest like Formula 1 drivers who ever lived, Ayrton Senna. In some people's case, the greatest. Honestly, that includes me. Right, because I mean that's a real example. That's a complex story of politics, alleged cheating, and very, very, very shaky circumstances. To the point where I believe
You have arrived at your destination.
certain members of the team who made that car may have been indicted for criminal negligence, except for a statute of limitations. Mostly because of some errors that didn't happen. It's also quite a kind of a shady thing in the sense that they didn't say he died until the race had ended, just so they could, even though it is very widely believed that he died in the scene, it was just, I mean, you can I shouldn't say just, it's suspicious that it was just done to make sure the race didn't get stopped. It was a very cynical practice. But I suppose you get that sometimes. Oh wow! Right, I'm gonna have to highlight that. that reminded me of a flip you're doing. That's like the second big barrel roll I've done tonight. I did the one in the mini club, the mini countryman. I did one in this. In the RS200. Oh. Right. Yeah, we're sticking with this. This was one of the first cars I got in Forza Horizon 4, and it's kind of what I stuck with for a long time. As like this was like my go-to rally car for ages. I think until I got the Hoonigan version, which is which you could spec so highly, and that became my standard thing for like jumps and danger and like dirt-related shenanigans. Right. Attempt 3. Yep, third time's the charm. Olivetti. Well, that's an error I've not heard in a long time. Olivetti made, I believe, typewriters, and then eventually they bought. I think by the time that car came out, they bought Acorn Computers, who made a lot of like education computers. But basically, if you're old enough in America to remember the Apple II, or I mean, there's equivalents across the world, but they made the BBC, what was known as the BBC Micro, which is like one of the first computers like designed for with education in mind in the UK, and like to the point where they had a television program based around it. It was a really interesting thing. Like there was a big, it was called the Computer Literacy Project, and it was actually kind of cool. Like it did lead to more people getting into coding. Oh, hello. Right, we're all right. I do have a backup controller somewhere next to me in case of emergency. So we'll. We have control connected. There we go. Okay, now that's a rumble. Yeah. But yeah, this is a way better shout than the Metro. And obviously, I probably would have done a lot better if it wasn't for my own idiocy. So, if we can minimise the idiocy, we'll probably be doing okay. Although I will say the last race was like one of the races last time. I think it was more a matter of cars landing on me rather than necessarily my own failings. So this seems a lot. This seems like a lot more. There's a lot more hope in it. Oh, maybe. Oh. There we go. Okay, maybe not. Points for effort, points for style, got points for control, damage, and aggression. I do appreciate whoever has the pink RS200. They're thinking the same lines as me. They're thinking anime. Where's that My Little Pony? Yeah. Oh, shit, okay. Note to self, stop laughing at other people's paint jobs. You just get not for like hypocrisy reasons, just because you keep crashing when you do. Right, up we go. But yeah, I do plan on doing some stuff for the stream. I'm probably going to add some form of overlay, but it's probably going to be something small. Like I'm going to add like little corner graphics and stuff like that, and like maybe have. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't really need any like Streamlabs like integration or anything yet, just because like I'm not an affiliate yet. It's probably going to be a while before I become an affiliate because you need 50 followers and I have 6. And oh shit. But I might see if I can kind of put it on for like there we go. Oh, we're still well behind. Oh. Yeah, right, we're just about made it. Oh, not quite. Yeah, we're quite a distance behind, unfortunately, and I could probably take 2 places, but well, maybe I can definitely get at least 1, but I think even then I'm like struggling. Right, I think we got 1. Oh, you you impressive shit. Like, yeah, I don't like hyper-aggressive computer AI. Like, you always think. I think AI drivers should be kind of expected to drive a little better. Right, but okay, so we failed this one. Oh, that means we're gonna get a lot of dropouts. If we get enough people dropping out, though, I'm not gonna necessarily. If we get enough people dropping out, and then I can get like halfway through. Like I have had times where one just being the only one left, so we're gonna persevere this time. Yeah, so yeah, that's gonna get claimed. But yeah, we're gonna persevere with this, and perseverance is probably the order of the day for many people. Like it's a weird time, so I'm hoping everyone's kind of is able to kind of stay as safe as they can. They're not being like don't like if you're a key worker and you're kind of doing like incredible essential work, then you have like way all my love and respect, like because you're and like you deserve way more than you're probably getting. You deserve like you deserve the world basically, and rather than kind of say oh you're heroes and all that, like heroes is often a way to kind of stop kind of actual progress of like the great actual progress of ordinary people. Let's get through this. Let us power on through this series. Let's see if we can make a comeback. Oh, did I get that? Don't give me the warning. Don't give me the warning. I think it's okay. I think I got through. That's fine. As long as you don't land on people, it's fine. There we go. Right. Let's push forward. We've got 3. Have they dropped out, or are they just driving slowly? Oh, bollocks! Oh, another one. Right. Oh, although it looks like someone got punted into a wall, so that should hopefully be some points. I know 265, I think. Yeah, there we go. We got more points on the board down the lower ends of the table. Oh, there it is! The dreaded triple pass. Brake heavily. Oh, okay. Right, come on, Game Austin, please. Oh no, Game Austin, what are you doing? Oh good, you're still second. Right. We might have a... Well, okay, we might not have a chance. I can live in hope that we have a chance. Like, I mean, obviously if we lose this race, then I'm just going to drop... I mean, I'm going to drop out because we, you know, 2 in a row, you kind of can't win after that. Right, there we go. Right. Keep going, keep going. 145, oh. Right. If Tooting him can just get... Oh, we've got people dropping. Oh, excellent. Not excellent. Game Os is like plummeting down the board. Right. Hope with me, people. Pray with me. Well, don't pray. I'm not religious. Hope. Someone get past Blazing. So Kev, get past Blazing Polio. Oh, oh, that's a shame. Oh, how disappointing. That was one of my better races. Like, I won it, so I'm honestly gonna say that. So Team Gravatar wins. It's 2-0. We're gonna drop out and try that again. But we can't do that until we actually get through the bloody loading screen. Come on. Oh, you can turn it off. No, off. I said off. I don't want it on. I don't want it. I don't. What on earth is that? That sounded a bit like do you think you're better off alone? That song. I don't know what it's I don't know what the I know what the tune goes, I just don't know what it's called. It's like that one. Right. Oh, I thought third time would be the charm, but regrettably not. You're gonna see a lot of people drop out. Oh, I need to get the music off. No dear, this is a bit of a disaster. I shouldn't really be worried about the music too much, as long as it doesn't mute anything. I don't think it will unless someone like does like a proper claim. So we'll see anyway. Let's count. Right. 4th chime is the chime. Oh. Let's get all our crashes out of the way now. Let's. There we go. If I crash a lot on this screen, maybe I won't crash in the actual race. Maybe I've got to have the system. Five seconds to go. 2, 1. It's time. Well, it's not really time. We've got like 2 more wait lobby screens basically. So we've got this one, and then we've got match rate for seasonal event. See how long this takes. Because you never know. I might be able to. Oh, here we go. Seasonal event starting now. I don't know what cost that cut though, and I didn't hit anything. Okay, that wasn't too long. What's that coming over the hill? Is it a monster? Is it a monster? Oh man, this is unadulterated madness. This is stream. Right, yeah. This is kind of why I always had planned it for 2 sections. Like, I think I cursed it the first time because I did like I got through like everything dead quick. Like, because this and playground events are the reason why it takes so long to do a season mode. Like, because you gotta just keep like. It's like a lot of puppet lobbies. You've got to essentially just keep throwing yourself at it until you win. here we go. Push us through. Opal. What? I'm trying to look at what car that is. The Opal Cavalier, the Vectra maybe? I can't remember a lot of Vauxhall cars, so... got 6 out the Audi S1... It must be the S1. What's got Opal on it then? Opal is Vauxhall, for the record. It's Vauxhall outside of... it's... Because Vauxhall is General Motors... it was General Motors, it's not anymore. In America, and it was Opal in most of Europe, Africa... basically everywhere in the world that wasn't the UK. For complex rights stealing reasons. Careful. Oh. Careful, Monica. Oh. It's pretty much become customary now. Did I get that? I think I got that. I'm pretty sure some of this commentary you could probably just loop round and probably will sound the same. Mostly because I'm just trying to not mess up. Although we are doing a lot better. Generally, as long as you can get like 2 or 3 good players on a server, you can usually win. And we do have some fairly adequate players, so. But yeah, I have been that frustrated good player where like I've won the races, but we still lost the championship. Because like everyone else was last, and just like, come on, just get 1 place, just 1. And obviously it's not that easy. Like oftentimes when you're behind in this mode, you're very, very, very behind because of the nature of the checkpoint system. I wish there was a way to punish you less for it, but I don't think there is. I think the only way would be to have more checkpoints, and that would not be a goal for me either. Attentive Formula 10. Oh, 10, Formula 10, I get it. Oh. Well, actually, I think that actually put us inadvertently in the right way around for the turn. We should be okay though. We've got 2 in the front. We might be able to make it 1, 2, 3 human players. Yes, we can. Oh no! No! Hondo! The disaster! Right. But honestly, that probably won't affect too much, as long as it doesn't go all the way down the board, which is possible. I have gone from like 2nd to last because I got stuck somewhere and I tried to reverse rather than reset. In this mode, the Y button, which is usually rewind, is reset to just before. It's usually just before the last checkpoint, which can sometimes put you miles behind. And also sometimes put you in the wrong position to actually make the checkpoint, so it's one of those things. I kind of wish that would. What happens after 3 seconds? I wish happened like if you press Y. I think that would be the fairest way to do it, where it just kind of puts you in front of the checkpoint with no momentum. So you lose a lot of time. If you at least make that checkpoint, like you're not struggling. Oh, hello. Oh, it's one of ours. The Honda's back. Oh, it's got a Hot Wheels cell. That's actually quite cool. There we go. Feather. Ah! He deserved. To be honest, he had 2nd before me. He kind of deserved it. Oh. Got a lot more hope about this one. I think there's a good chance we're going to survive it. So. Let's see what our next. Okay, so windmill. That's what we usually do. All right. rumble. Let's rumble. I think we got this time. I have a lot of faith. I mean, you know, I have a lot of faith for not believing in anything. I'm going to believe in my own ability. I'm going to see if I can help us. Come on. Come on, ability. We can do this. Keep away from the middle. I think we're doing okay. Well, we're doing alright until someone like in front of me. Oh wow! Oh wow, this is okay, we're doing okay. Oh shit! Come on, yes! Okay, we're through. That worried me. To be honest, I'm more scared about not making the checkpoints than literally anything else. Keep going. Checkpoint in the trees. Start off Macias. Wait heavily. I mean, badass by choice. Yeah, we'll see about that. I say it as if like it's a human player playing it. It's not. It's a driver side. Oh, I got screwed by a hay bale. Oh, come on! You have got to be... You've got to be kidding. Well, I did warn you about that. God damn it. Hopefully we'll still win, but... Oh, man. That's such a shame, because I was having a roll, then. I was, you know... I was doing great, I was in 5th, and it all got screwed by a hay bale. At some point I'm going to get around to doing all the clips I kind of I've said I was going to do, so there's actually kind of plenty of highlights of this stream. Despite it being kind of, you know, despite me playing significantly less well than I did last time. On the plus side, oh shit. Right, don't know who's finished though. I think we've won, but only just. And if we've done that, then you know the next race doesn't really mean anything. Not like it. Oh. There we go. I made it to the end of the race. That's my vindication, I guess. Oh. Right, there we go. We've won this championship. We are guaranteed to get the Delta S4. We're not, you know, we're after being screwed over many times in a row. We're actually going to survive this, so I'm happy about that. So let's dry our hearts out. Let's see. Let me prove to you, the viewer. I think it is the 2-1 viewer. You know what we can do. Let's see. Let's give it a go. Let's do this. Oh, yeah. That bit's always a mess on this track. It's like deceptively narrow, so like generally you'll end up getting like a cluster, and like the best places to be are either if you can somehow get in front of it, if you somehow start in front of it, you're alright, or actually wait a few seconds. Oh god damn it! There we go. Somehow that didn't put me last, so I've got that. But yeah, we are. I think our only chance is some kind of like initial D miracle. You know, deja vu. I've seen this place before, hiding on the street. I don't think that's appropriate because I'm not drifting a lot. And these cars aren't even in the 90s, so I can't even go running in the 90s. It's a new way of life to be. I'm just running in the 90s. No, it doesn't matter. There's no more sleep in Tokyo because we're not even. Because this is the UK. Yeah, there isn't really the initial D song that really fits this. Yeah, you can't even do Don't Stop the Music because Twitch's like auto content ID did that for me. Don't stop the music. There's some kind of motion is deep in life or the life. Don't stop the music tonight. I overtook red cars. Stop. God, I was on soprano then. Don't drill, stop the opera is here. Inside the turn. I feel grip escaping me into the wall. It's that sort of shit. Right. Okay, 7. But you know what? It doesn't even matter. Because what matters is we actually got through this championship. It only took like 40 minutes or something. Right, good, yeah, just right, what's that coming over the hill? Let's get through that. It's a Delta S4, I believe. Oh, sorry, the Lancia Delta. The regular Delta, not the S4. My apologies. So now we've done that. Got about half an hour left. Not going to be able to get through all the championships, I don't think. We'll see how far we can get. Let's see what we got here. Where is this race even? I guess that's the nearest. The Jaguars, wasn't it? It's like an A grade Jaguar.
Turn
Actually, on the map it'll tell. It's weird that it'll only tell you the actual conditions on the map. It'll give you compatible cars only in the Forza thing menu. That's something that's a bit unfortunate. Yeah, Jaguar's A rank. That's fine. Do that.
100 meters. Turn left.
There we go. Right, first of all, we've got to actually have a car to drive. So let's get ourselves something nice. I don't know why you get a Puma for doing a Jaguar challenge, but I guess it was owned by. I think it was owned by Ford at some point. So let's find. You know what? Let's go for something unique. Let's get this, which is a B grade car. Let's upgrade it to an A class car, and just see how well we do. Oh no! Oh, did that wrong. Get back! Oh no, not like that.
In 100 meters, turn left.
There we go, made it. So, well, welcome back to the cottage. We can probably get with an auto upgrade with this. So, upgrading tuning. Ah, that's my mistake. I forgot to go into the full menu. A grade. Yep, there we go. So it should be lighter, faster. Hopefully, sometimes I've found it's actually better to get a car from a lower spec and actually tune it up. Because it'll generally, I don't know what it is. Like sometimes it'll feel a lot quicker, but I don't know how effective it is. rather than having a stock Jaguar Gumball. Sorry, I got completely lost there. So we could either go for that. Go for the Gumball body kit. Not the nicest design actually in hindsight, but it looks okay. Yeah, we are not doing the thoughts on tonight. Again, maybe if there's one under follow up, because there will have to be a follow up. I don't think I'm gonna have enough time. Yeah, I won't have enough time to do everything.
Turn right. 200 meters, turn left. Turn left.
Yeah, we'll see where we are after this championship. It might be a case that we might have to drop after this championship, depending on how long it takes. Yeah, because time is very much of the essence. But we'll definitely have another stream. It might be a little bit earlier than this. I'll probably do it around 3 or 4ish. So about 2 hours before this.
Turn around when it is safe to do
And
so.
I basically just pick up on all the stuff we didn't get. I kind of don't want to do it any earlier than that because basically everything resets every day around 3 or 4. Because that's like morning American time. So, you know.
Recalculating route.
That's something I kind of noticed. Like I accidentally came too early for a chat. I actually came too early for a season once. I started driving. I started doing a.
Your destination. You have arrived at your destination.
Okay, here we go. Let's do this.
I've heard a lot of good things about this autumn championship. Suppose I'll be hearing more now that I know you've signed up.
Alright, so let's do this. We should have it. that was quite a fun trial though. I enjoyed that, and we're in much more relaxed territory, I guess, with driving against AI. Playground games is absolutely going to be tomorrow. So yeah, I think in hindsight, like I mentioned in the second part of the Forza Horizon and Chill, that would be a I do all the championship in one video. Maybe that'll happen one week. I kind of hope it does, and then I don't know. I'll probably still do a Friday stream, but it'll be something else. It'll be I'll probably do a different game or try a different game because I've got a few games I do want to give a go. Like I've got Need for Speed Heat. Actually, I found it on sale, so I decided to give it a try. Oh. Spikes flying there. Wheel-to-wheel stuff, if you look at that. Dipsicle! Sorry. The wonderful world of Xbox Live games. There's so many like crazy ones to see, like. You know. I'm trying to think. I knew someone once whose name was Gash Factory on Xbox Live. I'm not going to explain what that means. It's yeah, it's a bit rude. We still got more than half the race left, so I think we can still catch up. I was tempted to restart, but I think we can actually, if we don't mess that up, we can catch up. Very heavily. Oh. Yeah, they're all quite close. I think I can do it. Oh. Quite. Ah! No way! I'm pretty sure I touched. No, okay, I was nowhere near in hindsight. I thought I clipped it. Like, it looked like I clipped it in my head. It's one of those things that, like, I'll say, like, oh, it looked like I clipped it, and then, like, video evidence will prove that I wasn't even close. Yeah, like, okay, there I was nowhere near. Right, okay, so, there we go, got it. Right, so a third. You only have to win on points in the championships, but I'd like to try and win every race. If I can. Generally, you have to kind of win 2 anyway, unless there's some real mess up with the AI, so... Oh, good job. Yeah, stuffed that up quite badly. Heavily. That should get it. That should get me through the corner. Probably a little slowly, actually. But they are racing each other for first. Nipsicle and CCCP Saragi. Comrade. Oh, SCCP even. Not Comrade. 60. Nope. Stuff that up. So it might rewind a bit further. See if we can improve the approach to the turn. Yeah, there we go. That's better. So then we can improve our approach. That should get us a little bit closer and avoid that problem to begin with. That's better. The good thing about driving slightly slower cars is that you can kind of throw yourself into corners and like not have to brake at all, which is, you know, quite exhilarating. You know, it lacks the kind of very precise, like, you know, that precise kind of thrill of nailing an apex, but it's fun. Right, so there's the 2 wide. Oh, look. They're having a really good race in front of me. The better race is actually the one I'm not involved in. Right, let's ruin this race for them. We are catching up. Long right-hander. Very long left-hander. We've caught the draft. I think we can bump into them. We should be able to get past. Oh, you get past one of them. Can we get to Saragi? Can we get to Saragi's drift? Can we get there in time? Yes! We can do it! We can do it! I don't think I'm even on a terribly hard difficulty, but that was really fun. Oh, that was nice. That was a fun little race. Particularly since I didn't think I had a chance of winning until it happened. I don't know what I'm trying to think what my closest finish is. I've had some where I've lost the race narrowly, but I don't know if I've had any where I've won the race, like on the line. I think I've had one where I genuinely thought I was second, until proven otherwise. Let's go for that one. Sadly, neither of them are within drive. Sadly, neither of them are kind of I can really fast travel to. So. Yeah, which means I've got travelling time to think about as well. I would love to have done all 3. We'll see how long it takes me to do the first one. It might be a case that I can kind of, if I'm good enough, I might be able to do all 3.
In 400 meters, turn right. Turn right.
Well, as you can see, Anna, I turned right. These 2 are thankfully quite close to each other. And they're circuit races, which tend to be shorter anyway. Although maybe not with these cars. We'll see. Right. Oh shit, what I've got here now. Pro, okay. Okay. Oh, I got it the wrong way around. I thought it was pro then expert. No, it's expert then pro. Right, so we're on a harder difficulty. That's gonna bode well because we barely won an expert. Oh, nice old school Jaguar. Very Inspector. No, actually no, not really the expert. I was gonna say very Inspector Morse, but it's kind of a more of a yuppie Inspector Morse. God, like I'm trying to make it like it sound like I'm old for that show, but like I'm, you know, I wasn't even born when it started. Oh. Ah. Right, here we go. Right, we push through the 4th. We smash the corner. Okay, so we actually did a bit of this. We actually did a bit of this track when we were doing the sprint before. It was this bit you might recognise. I believe bits of this are also used for the last segment as well. Right, set lap 2. They are quite a bit ahead of me, but I should be able to muscle through on pace. Unless I just muscle myself into a wall. Right. Ah! Oh! Just about. Just about came out of there with my dignity intact. But not that time. There we go. That's better. Might hit the braking zone a lot more effectively. I think I am gaining. I can't quite tell. I want to say Letty Killer LB is a lot closer than I expected. Oh no! That's not a goer. So that's what happened in one alternate time then, but in reality, it came out of the hedge, and then we made it, as if by magic, eh? Come on! Third lap. I don't think I'm gonna. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna catch up to him. I think I've taken damage. Can't imagine from what. Yeah, you know what? We'll restart that bit. Yeah, we're only gonna do the one. Yeah, because I think to do 2 would take really good run. To do the next 3 would require some kind of godlike run. I don't think it's actually possible, I think, at this point, because I've got 22 minutes before I absolutely have to go. So I'd rather do one comfortably and then kind of, you know, return to this tomorrow. I've got 2 championships, I've got seasonal playgrounds, we've got this we've got the PR stuff, we've got a lot of cool stuff to look forward to tomorrow. So yeah, I'll be fine, and you know, hopefully we'll have a Forza time in the midst of all that. I'll probably actually do one tomorrow, because I won't be on quite a time rush. Time rush. Yeah, I'm good with words. I totally didn't do a degree in English or anything. Oh, sugar. I'm totally not a writer. Ah, shit. There we go. We are 5th. If you can't get this time, I'll also lower the difficulty back. Brick Riles is definitely getting away. But you know what? Oh, no. Let's. Yeah, that one's not happened, sadly. Highly skilled? No, hold on. Yeah, expert. I can do expert at least. I just can't do highly skilled. I mean, I can do highly skilled. You have to beat these races on at least highly skilled to get the car. So that's something to bear in mind. You need to be on like 4. I think it's like difficulty level 4. We'll have an explorer of this once we do this race. because the final race is quite close by, so I'll probably actually remember to do that. Oh, that. Easy, easy. Oh! That is not what we call easy. Oh, that's easy like a Thursday afternoon. Yeah, oh boy. Ah. We got this. We kind of have this. We still have that group that's way ahead of us, but I think we can catch them up. Okay, maybe not to do that. Hold on. Yeah, let's not hit the stone wall. I believe that hitting that wall actually does do damage, like damage in simulation mode. Oh, we're catching up. We're catching up. I think we got. I think we got. Yeah, we picked up a draft. Oh, fantastic. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly whether they have like really realistic like wind models, or whether it's just a case of if you're a certain distance behind, you'll get draft, and that will increase your speed. Like a lot of games do, where it's like it's more of an arcade abstract process. I don't know how to do it in this. Forza is kind of a weird game, and it kind of straddles the line between simulation and racer, probably even more than Gran Turismo does, which is clearly the game that's the inspiration. Let's move that a bit further. There we go. There's a bit more like it. Let's break, and yeah, as if by magic we made it. But I mean, you do have, you know, if you want to try and drive more precisely, you do have Rivals mode, which is more like the time travel mode in time travel. Time travel is what we've been doing. Time trial mode in Forza Horizon, not Forza Horizon, in Forza Motorsport games. Big parade behind them. I think we're pretty much safe unless we make a mistake. Gives us a bit of time, a bit more time to, you know, kind of relax and not do anything too risky. Not that it really matters if we've got rewinds. One of these days, I suppose we're talking about like being talented enough to do stuff. One day I would like to be talented enough to like not require them, but I'm not at that level yet. We'll already have a point where I will like take. I'd like to believe there will be a point where I do take off the guides, but I kind of enjoy them. I kind of enjoy playing this game like I am currently, like, because you don't really. I don't really want to kind of throw myself at the game until I win, because that's not a very fun streak, I think. But you know, we'll see. We'll see how my skills develop through public scrutiny. Let's like that, and let's.
In 400 meters, turn right.
Now let's get to the last race. We have like 15 minutes to beat it. I think we can do this one, and then I'll probably kind of get to the title screen, kind of say my goodbyes and stuff. Yeah, it's been a fun stream. This has been pretty cool. Like it's been a bit more of a confessional, I suppose, than most. Like it's kind of emphasised the chill part of Horizon Season and Chill. But it's been really cool, and I've kind of it's been nice to kind of play through it, even if it was a bit more of a struggle than it was last time. Last time I got very lucky with I evidently got very lucky with the trial mode, because I'm pretty sure we did like either the first time or second time, and then we got through everything else like really quickly. So you know, next time we got playgrounds to enjoy. I do not. So we'll probably get the playgrounds rant again. get past them uphill? I think we can. Well, yeah, we can get past Christian because he messed up his line. Can we get past Willy? 1, 2, 3, 4. Can we get to Shiraten? That one might be a bit trickier, but we're going downhill, so oops, you never know. Got it. Yeah, we're a lot more caught up now, and they're a lot more. They're a bit more packed up than the other race. Also, you may notice some very very familiar roads on this course. Some elements of this are from the last 2 races we played, which is kind of cool. It's kind of cool for a seasonal to have these kind of interconnecting elements like that. It's like I didn't actually realise that until like doing this race. Oh, bollocks. I don't know if I've done this one before. I've definitely done these races before, but maybe I haven't done this season where they're all together, so you don't notice as much. Particularly since when you do sprints a lot of the time, you actually get taken very far away from your actual the place where you start. So you might not play a bunch of races that close together for a while. When you're playing the regular festival, where you're just playing through the tracks initially to kind of unlock everything and get to the end. And unlock like the super big bonus tracks, of which I believe there is one for each system that is. Oh god, it's the Titan. I know there's some for Fortune Island, so I'm trying to make sure I don't get those in. Titan, Goliath, and I believe there's another one. We'll get to that once we finish this race. Yeah, we'll actually show on this map. Titan, Goliath. I want to say Leviathan, but I'm pretty sure Leviathan is on Fortune Island, which is the expansion pack. Which, unfortunately, I thought would have a lot of post-game content, but it doesn't really. Once you complete the treasure hunt, that's basically a lot. They do have seasonals, but they're like it's literally just you get like 1 wheel spin. Oh, I need to. Oh, we'll do wheel spins to finish off actually. So I've still got my bonus ones, and there's a few extra ones, and there's a few unlocked ones as well. So yeah, okay, we've got some stuff to do. That'll be a good way to kind of settle down, I think, because I've got to cast the pod in a minute. Final few I somehow forgot the word corner. That's sensational. Final few corners. This long left-hander, and which is actually really fun if you're in a really fast car. Although it's dangerous if you're in a fast car. Like it's so easy to lose traction on that last corner. And we're done. And that's the championship. Cool cats complete. Cool cats. More alliteration. Okay, so the racing Puma. I actually quite like the Puma. Puma's a weird car. Don't really see it anymore. I don't think you do. Maybe you kind of see it more in America. But I haven't seen one for a long time. Very 90s car. Right, there we go. Right, so don't know why we're connected to her. There's no real need to connect to Horizon, but we're there anyway. Right, let's go to Message Center. Some of the stuff is there are story modes to this game, and every time you do one, every time you do a mission in one, you get more money that's given to you. Let's get back to her. Let's get that session, and let's come out. So you get business perks, which is like a bunch of money each. It's essentially each day. So, but because I got the VIP, because basically I just bought it with a load of DLC because it was mildly on offer. I thought, well, I want to play the game anyway. So you get like 2 wheel spins a week, and you get double on money and stuff like that. Right. So super wheel spins. like wheel spin is basically just a roulette wheel. Super wheel spins is 3 roulette wheels working in a row. So you can either get money, you can get clothing, you can get, or you can get cars. Cars can be duplicate, which is a bit annoying, but you know, you can just sell them for the like stated value, which isn't bad. So there's an example of one. Yeah, clothing isn't repeated, thankfully, because obviously you can't sell it. So, ooh, I don't think I have that. Yeah, that's a new car. Yeah, I don't usually get like new cars on this. But yeah, this has been a really fun stream. And yeah, I am more than happy to kind of keep going with this, at least while I'm, you know, otherwise, you know, I'm less. While I have more time than I would have expected to have at this point. I'm hoping, you know, like when everything kind of settles and I'm back to work and everything, hopefully I will probably have time to keep doing streams, but obviously they'll start later because I'll finish later. We'll probably start at 6:30 or 7 o'clock rather than 5 or 6. You know, and there'll be more week, you know, and I might not be able to do one every day, but might not be able to do them every weekend. But you know, there we go. Let's get some revenge on some hay bales. Yeah, so that's essentially that is it for this you know, season mode and chill. I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope you enjoy watching on either Twitch at twitch.tv/DinoLam or on YouTube. Oh, check out my controllers died. If you look for Huggy Dave, or if you just look like if you just look for DinoLam, you should be able to find me on that as well. You know, I always export my streams when I'm done, so they tend to be up around an hour or two afterwards. I'm probably going to start trying to do more, trying to kind of, you know, add highlights and grow and expand the content a bit more. Like it's been a bit, you know, everything's kind of been a bit up in the air, so like I'm just kind of seeing how everything goes so far, and like, you know, while I'm enjoying it, I may as well, you know, start, you know, doing more stuff with the footage and content I make. Anyway, thank you very much. Have a wonderful day and goodbye.